Well, guys, welcome back to the cabin. It's November the 4th. It's a beautiful sunny day, a little bit windy. But man, we had some crazy weather here the last few days. Oh, yesterday it rained so hard, it was biblical. It was crazy. And then the wind blew. Man, it was, I think there was wind at one point. It was 70 miles an hour. And for here, that's fast. That's a lot of wind and a lot of rain. So I think it did a lot of damage. Well, hopefully not any damage around camp here, but I'm sure it did damage. I hear reports of a lot of widespread power outages and stuff like that. But you know, that's the great thing about being here at the cabin. The power never goes out at the cabin. Love it. People think living on the grid is great. Not me. Not a chance. I got all kinds of power. The power never goes out. It's awesome. Anyways, yeah, it was really really nasty storm. So I'm going to take a walk around camp here and see, kind of survey, see if there's any damage. So let's have a look. Well, the first thing I see, I guess the roof blew off of my wood pile. Well, that's no big deal. I just had some old roofing sitting on there, holding it down with concrete cinder blocks. Easy fix. I see my rain barrel down in the distance. I guess I can pick that up. Checking out the old outbuildings. In good shape. I don't see any problems. That's good. Everything else looks good. Got to come back and get the rain barrel. There's another tree down. That's no big deal though. It didn't pose any danger to anything. Just fell in the woods. That's fine. I don't care about that. I can clean that up anytime. And go over here. Oh, I can see the outhouse had a near miss. It wasn't a very big tree anyways. It wouldn't have hurt it any. But everything else looks good. Good stuff. Don't see any trees around camp down except for one. It's all right. Guess I got lucky. Oh, speaking of lucky, I don't think that mouse got lucky. Yeah. See what's going on here? That's the cover for my air conditioner. And for some reason, mice keep, they climb up the wall or whatever they must, and they get on top of that box that I built for the air conditioner. So I keep putting traps up there. And I'm getting a ton of mice. I just, I don't know why they keep going up there. Anyways, so far, knock on wood, 6 years at the cabin and never had a mouse in the house. And I don't want one. So anyway, I wonder if the road is clear. Possibly could be trees down on the road somewheres. Have to get out the get the ATV out and go for a little drive here, see what's happening. A few treetops like that so far. A few branches. And that's it, just one small treetop on the road. I got lucky. Well, I'll move that. And head back to camp. Yeah, I feel kind of lucky. I remember one storm, it was bad. I mean, I spent an entire day cutting trees out of the road. So I feel really lucky today. Of course, I also spent a lot of time over the last few years making sure that most of those trees have been removed from the sides of the road that posed any danger of falling that way. All right, well, I just went for a little walk and found some signal and tried to find out what's going on in the outside world with regards to the grid and the power situation. Now, apparently a lot of people are without power. I think a lot of places in Maine got hit hard, and New Brunswick really got walloped. I think they had like 100,000 customers without power at one point. So, you know, that's a lot of people without power. And, you know, whenever people say to me, you know, wouldn't you like to be on the grid? Not a chance. Not a chance. I don't want to be at the mercy of the grid. You know, out here, if something happens to the grid, I don't even know about it. I don't even know about it unless I get some news about it, because it doesn't affect me in the least. I would definitely rather be off grid any day, especially since last year when I did my big solar upgrade. You know, that made all the difference in the world. I mean, my batteries are always full and I've always got power. I've never been without. And, you know, worst case scenario, I always have backup generators just in case. But yeah, no, I don't have any desire to be on the grid. None. You know, and this is not the first time something like this has happened. I can remember several times in the last 10 years where, you know, the power's been knocked out for a lot of customers, and sometimes it's lasted a long time. Like there's people that have had to go over a week without power, and sometimes longer. And you know, that's quite a big deal. So yeah, don't miss it at all. Anyways, that's what's happening. And I also wanted to give you guys an update on the generator. Speaking of generators, now this is my Champion. It's a 2,000 watt inverter generator, pure sine wave, and I used to use this to power the cabin. Powered it for about 2 years, almost solely with this generator, until last year, of course, when I did the big solar upgrade. In the last video, I went to change the oil in this before winter, and of course I broke the pull cord. And I was complaining because I had to take pretty much the whole generator apart, the entire frame, gas tank, electrical, everything had to come off just to get to the pull cord assembly. It was crazy. Anyways, so I got that fixed, and somewheres along the line, I got a leaky fuel valve. So I thought, okay, great, something else to fix. And anyways, so I wanted to tell you guys about my customer service experience with Champion. So Champion generator. I also have another Champion generator. It's a bigger one. It's a 4,000 watt, and I use it to for my power tools and so on. But I could, in a really bad situation, I could plug that into the cabin as well. But anyways, so I have two Champion generators, and I know they're not considered top of the line, but I like them. I've had them a long time. They've always run well. They've always served me well. I know they're not Honda or whatever, but I think they're good. I think they're decent generators. But anyways, back to the customer service. So, leaky fuel valve, and I called Champion, expecting to pay for a new fuel valve, whatever, so I had to order the part. So I called Champion, told them what happened, and the guy said, you know what, no problem, we're going to cover that under warranty. I said, what? Wow. Right on. Thank you very much. It says it might take a few days, maybe a week to get there. It's got to come out of California. Again, no problem. Just send it up. Glad to get it free. Thank you very much. And he said, do you still have the receipt? I said, maybe somewhere, so I could probably find it. He said, well, if you can find the receipt, take it to a repair shop. Not only will we cover the fuel valve, we'll cover the labor too of putting it in. We'll put it in for you. I said, right on, man. Thank you very much. I said, that is awesome. So, you know what? You can't ask for better customer service. As a matter of fact, I didn't even ask. He offered. So I didn't have to ask for anything. That was very much appreciated. So a tip of the hat to Champion. That's a great customer service experience. That was the first and only time I've ever had to deal with Champion customer service. So anyways, you can't beat that. So that's my update on the generator. I'm going to take this to a repair shop, let them do it, and it won't cost me a cent. And anyways, I'm going to end the video there, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new, do subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. And definitely leave me some comments below. I love the comments. Comment about anything. Were you affected by the recent windstorm? You know, what do you do when the power goes out? What do you do when if you're on grid? What do you do? Or if you're off grid, what do you got? You know, I love reading this stuff, so definitely drop me a few lines below. I love some of the conversations that we have back and forth. Tell me about your generators. What generators do you have? What's your backup plan for power? Have you had to deal? Have any of you guys had to deal with Champion for customer service? What's your experience been? You know, I love reading that stuff. So comment below. All right, guys. Thanks very much again, and we'll see you next time back here at the cabin.